Good morning, my flawed woman. Guess what? It's tea time Tuesday. And y'all know this ain't Lipton tea, honey. It's living tea. It's not just for your cup, baby. It's for your soul. Today's tea is poured from the acronym Trust God's Timing, Embrace Your Journey, and Activate Your Faith. And listen up, honey. This one right here, it ain't just cute words, baby. This one is personal for me because I had to live it. Now let's sip on some tea together on this tea. So, we're going to trust God's timing. So, how many of us have prayed and got mad God didn't move like DoorDash? Lord, I placed my order. It's been 30 minutes. Where's my blessing? But here's the truth, girl. God ain't like Amazon Prime. You can't track the order and get updates every 2 hours. But it's one thing you better know, baby. His time is perfect. But it's not always convenient. But a delay don't mean a denial. I remember over 30 years ago, back in my senior year in high school, and I had got sick. And I ain't talking about no little cold sick. I was sick. In and out the hospital. I was missing out on senior events. And I remember thinking, Lord, this is not what I got placed on my vision board. Why me? Why now? But God was teaching me how to trust his timing. And my healing didn't come overnight. But every IV, every doctor's visit, every sleepless night, it was part of the process. And here I am today, hallelujah, living proof that even when it looks like it's late, God is late, baby, he's always right on time. So we got to trust God's timing, even when it feels slow, because y'all know we get impatient anyway. But you better trust him, I'm telling you. Trust God's timing. Wait on God is what it is. So, baby, the E is for embrace your journey, girl. Now, let's talk about embracing the journey. Because this one is really tough. Because if we really want to be real about it, sis, let me tell you, half of us don't even like our journey. We want her story. We want her house, her job, her car, her man. Ooh. But, baby, we don't want what we got. We always think the grass is greener on the other side. But it ain't. But let me free you today, because your journey, sis, is your journey. And it's not wasted. What Romans 8:28 tells us, that all things going to work together for our good. Let it work for your good, sis. And that even means the parts that you rather delete and ignore that's not there. Wait on God, sis. Because I remember in high school, I didn't want my journey to look like no hospital room. I didn't want all those doctor's appointments, and I wanted it to be like Friday night lights, going to the football game, hanging out with my friends, prom. But God showed me something, that even in my pain, he was shaping me. He was building me. And these things will build our character. They will build us up if we let them. But listen, let me tell you, sis, don't despise your process. You can't, because the butterfly, how it goes, it's a cocoon before it's a butterfly, and it goes through the process, just like with a diamond, has to go through the pressure before it was a diamond and how it can shine. And that flower, baby, how flower, it had to push up through some dirt first before it became a beautiful rose. Sis, don't despise your process. And stop rolling your eyes at your journey. Y'all know how we get. Stop acting like God done forgot about you. Girl, embrace it. Because your mess today can be your message tomorrow, sis. Y'all better remember that. And let's be real. Not every part of your journey has been holy. But God can turn that around. Now, A, we're going to activate that faith. And now, see, this is where I got to get in your business just a little bit, because some of us are walking around saying, I believe God, but our actions don't show it. Faith is not just sitting pretty, baby, waiting on a miracle at a curbside pickup. James 2:17 tells us, faith without works is dead, baby. That means if you believe, you better back it up with some action, baby. Back when I was sick, I couldn't just sit there like, well, God, heal me if you feel like it. No, I had to declare it. I had to declare his word. I had to believe that by his stripes, I am healed. I had to walk like healing was already mine, even when my body didn't feel like it. See, that's active faith. And sis, what you've got to do, stop praying for a job and not filling out the application. Stop asking God for a husband but hiding in the house 24/7. Stop declaring breakthrough but not preparing for it. Faith moves. Faith prepares, baby. Faith acts like it's already done. Faith is when you're decorating the nursery before you even get pregnant. Faith is when you're practicing your thank you speech before the blessing hits your mailbox. Faith is when you praise like it's already yours. So sis, activate your faith. Flawed woman, don't just talk about it, be about it. So I want y'all to say this with me. I am activating my faith. And girls, say it with some attitude like you mean it. God, He hear you. So here's today's tea takeaway, baby. Trust God's timing, embrace your journey, and activate your faith, sis. That's what carried me through being sick as a teenager. I'm going to be real. That's what keeps me standing today. And that's what will carry you through also. So as you sip your tea, don't just sip Earl Grey or green tea. Sip on this truth. God has not forgotten you. His timing is perfect. Your journey is shaping you. And your faith will open doors that He's promised. Now I want you to go out today. And I want you to have a great one. Because it's Tea Time Tuesday, sis. Y'all know what it is. Trust God. Timing. Embrace your journey and activate your faith. Y'all have a good day today. And I want you to know what? Bless somebody else on today. Because it's all part of the process. Y'all have a good one now.